Dividing integers. Here are the rules for dividing integers. If the signs are the same, then the answer is going to be positive. If the signs are different, then the sign is going to be negative. Positive divided by positive is positive. Negative divided by negative is positive. Negative divided by positive is negative. Positive divided by negative is negative. For example, if I had a negative 3, or not a negative 3, but a negative 6 divided by 3, my answer would be negative 2. If I had negative 10 divided by negative 2, my answer is positive 5. If I had positive 12 divided by negative 2, the answer is negative 6. And of course, if I had 8 divided by 2, the answer is 4. What is negative 20 divided by negative 4? Yeah. Yeah, it's 5. What is a negative 16 divided by 4? Samson. Negative 4 is right. And what is a negative 15 divided by a negative 3? Yep. Positive 5 is right. The answer for this should be a negative 3. This problem is negative 2 times 12, and then divide by 3. Simplify it first. Do the top part. What's negative 2 times 12? Negative 24. So if I do negative 24 divided by positive 3, what answer do I come up with? Negative 8. That's a negative 5 times a negative 6, and we're going to divide by a negative 10. Let's figure out the top part first. What's negative 5 times negative 6? 30. If I divide 30 by a negative 10, what do I get? Negative 3. Let's do the top first. What's 4 times a negative 8? Negative 32. On the bottom, what's 8 times a negative 2? Negative 16. What's negative 32 divided by negative 16? Positive 2. Do the top first. Negative 2 times 3 times negative 4. We have a total of 2 negative signs on top. So 2 times 3 is 6, times 4 is 24. On the bottom we have 2 negative signs. Makes the answer positive. 2 times 3 is 6, times 2 is 12. So the answer should be 2. A, B, C, and D. You're given values for each letter. You must plug them in to figure out what the final answer is to the problem. So we could do this. We could do A divided by C plus B divided by D. If you're going to do that, plug in the letters first. Need my red marker. There we go. For A, it's negative 8. C is 4. B is negative 12. And D is 6. So in the first fraction, negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2. And then in the second one, we have negative 12 divided by 6. That's a negative 2. Negative 2 plus negative 2. How many negative signs do I have? 4. So the answer is what? Negative 4. If you have a equals negative 2, and in your problem there is a negative a, remember that a is negative 2. So if I'm going to put a negative 2 in for a, express the a as this, negative parentheses. Instead of a variable, write a set of parentheses. And then put in your negative 2. Don't make the mistake of thinking that since you already have a negative sign there and you're putting one in there, you don't need an extra one, so you just end up with negative 2. When in reality it should be a double negative. What does a double negative equal? Positive. So you end up with a positive 2. A, B, C, and D, they're equivalent to the same numbers again. And in this case, we're going to do A times B and then divide by D. So let's plug in for A. That's a negative 8. And B is a negative 12. On the bottom you have D is equal to 6. I have two negative signs on the top, so that means the answer for the top is what? It's a positive. So 8 times 12 is 96. On the bottom you just have a 6. Positive divided by positive is what sign? Positive, yeah. So 96 divided by 6 is 16. Let's fill in negative 20 for x and then negative 4 for y. Let's simplify the right side here. 5 times a negative 4 is a negative 20. And we have to divide it by 4. You have to do that division first. Negative 20 divided by a positive 4 is a negative 5. So negative 20 plus negative 5 is a negative 25. Y is negative 4 and x is negative 20. And again, x is negative 20, and we're going to divide by z, which is 5. We have to take care of that division first. Negative 20 divided by 5 is a negative 4. So we just go in order from left to right. Negative 4 plus a negative 20 is a negative 24. And then add a negative 4 into that to get a negative 28.